Hello. I hope this video finds you well today. I am focused a lot on balance. That is kind of a personal thing that I am very much so focused on. And that's kind of what I wanted to share a lot about, especially in this little corner of social media that I hold down. Something that I realized just over the past couple years is just a lot of things that I did as far as maintaining a healthy lifestyle, movement, things like that. I did not have balance behind them. A lot of the way that I nourished myself or the reasons that I moved didn't really have a lot to do with the proper reasons we should, and a lot to do with maintaining a certain look or things like that. And so I really am focusing on balance and learning balance. The reasons we move should be positive. It's because we should celebrate the fact that we have these wonderfully made bodies that have the ability to do so much. And in doing that, we feel good in doing it and nourishing ourselves. People who know me well know that I always say one of my favorite things about the way I'm made, about my body, is my taste buds. I love food. I love the taste of food. I love the variety in the world of the things that we can eat. And so I am really learning to truly embrace that and have balance in my mentality towards health, fitness, and everything that surrounds that. And so I know I'm not alone in this. A lot of us are learning balance in different stages of our lives. This is just something that for me, just over the past couple years, I really had to accept some hard truths about in regards to how I approached it. So what actually does that mean, though, to have a balanced life? So for all of us, it might just be very different, but it actually does encompass every aspect of our life, whether it's our spiritual life, our mental health, relationships, we have work, health and fitness. We can get really caught up in things sometimes and lose our balance in life, not prioritize the things that need to be prioritized so that we can lead a balanced life. So I thought I would just share a couple of things that maybe you and I can both focus on so that we can help ourselves have a more balanced life. So one thing is nourishing ourselves, making sure that we are eating properly and for the right reasons, because those things go hand in hand. Do you eat a certain way because it truly does make you feel good? Or are you eating a certain way because you have this fear of maybe what you might look like aesthetically? But nourishing our bodies properly really help us to have balance, because that nourishment also goes hand in hand with the way we feel. The way we feel goes hand in hand with our motivation for doing things. And then that helps us to prioritize and balance. Another thing is moving our bodies. Our bodies are so wonderfully made and they can do some amazing things, and they were meant to move. And so that's why whenever we do move our bodies, we feel so good. I think about Legally Blonde. If you've ever seen that, one of my favorite moments is when she's in the courtroom and she says, like, people who work out, working out makes you have endorphins. Endorphins make you happy, and happy people just don't kill their husbands. That's one of my favorite quotes, but it's true. Whenever we move our bodies and we produce those endorphins, we feel amazing, and feeling good helps us to be balanced because it helps us to want to prioritize what's important. It helps us to want to get after those things. Getting proper rest. Now, I will say this is something that I still need to work on because I am incredibly social. FOMO queen over here. I want to do it all, but I am learning to really put proper rest in its place. So making sure that whatever for you, what a good night's rest is, or if maybe you just need mental rest, or if you just, need that little moment alone to just kind of reset, then do that for yourself. That is showing that you are a balanced person. Drinking plenty of water. Going back to nourishing our bodies, making sure that we're giving our body that thing that it needs so that it can function. Because then when we can function, we're more motivated to get things done and have balance in doing that. Another thing, though, is making time to be with people, our loved ones, our friends, and our family. Not always having that to-do list of important things we need to do, but taking that time to appreciate people in our lives that kind of help us get through life. That is another aspect of showing balance, is making sure that we're making time for our husbands, for our kids, for our friends, for our family, things like that. That really helps us to show balance. Another thing, though, is self-care. I like this quote. A lot of the instructors on Peloton, I love Peloton. That's where I get the majority of my workouts through, is Peloton. But they always say self-care is not selfish. And I think that's really important to remember, because if you are not taking care of yourself, if you're not filling your own cup, then you won't be able to take care of the people around you who need you. So you have to make sure that you're doing that. That shows a balance. And I know that can be really hard for some people, especially if you have such a giving nature, that taking time for yourself might be an act of being selfish. But if you're not taking time to replenish yourself and take care of yourself, then you won't be able to take care of the ones who need you the most. And that's balance, knowing that, hey, I need this little moment in the day. So like with me, for example, I know 3 to 4 times a week that I want to work out. So I have fit that into my weekly schedule as something that's a priority, because I know that if I don't do those things, if I let that slip away, then it starts to affect me, how I'm feeling, everything all around. And then that can start to affect my family or the people I'm around, the ones that I love. So those are just some little things that I've just personally found that have been helpful, and also things that I'm still working on to achieve balance. And so I hope that this has been helpful for you. I hope that this has been encouraging for you. If you have tips, share them. I would love to hear them. And I hope that everyone is having a great day.